You know, one of the main reasons that people fail in relationships and that their relationships don't work is really based off of fear. F-E-A-R, fear. You know, we're all to some degree afraid of something. You know, for those people who are out there that swear up and down they ain't scared or afraid of anything, you a damn lie. We all are afraid of something. And when it comes to relationships, one of the main things that people are afraid of is fear of being seen. You know, we've been conditioned to not be vulnerable. We've been conditioned to avoid authenticity at all costs. So we're afraid of being seen. Really afraid of putting our guards down and being naked and vulnerable to the person that we say we love. That's not a good thing, y'all. We can't be afraid of being seen if we want to be connected in a relationship. True intimacy comes through the process of being vulnerable, of being naked, of being authentic. And if you're afraid of being seen, you won't experience that, point blank, period. We got to get away of that fear of being seen. In addition to that, we got this whole fear of sacrifice and submission. We can't fear sacrifice in a relationship. You got to be willing to give what it takes in a relationship to make it work. So fear of sacrifice will only limit you to the potential growth and experience that you have in your relationship, because you got to be willing to give and put somebody else's needs above your own. Now, when it comes to this whole submission piece, you know, we oftentimes talk about how women need to submit to men. Now, on the flip side, men also need to submit to women. So if you're afraid of submitting in your relationship, if you're afraid of opening your arms up, putting your head down, closing your eyes, and submitting to the process of what it takes to have a healthy relationship, you'll never have a healthy relationship. You've got to get beyond that fear of submitting to the process, submitting to your spouse, submitting to what's in the best interest of your relationship. And in doing so, that's when you'll experience true love. That's only when you'll experience true love. So we got to move past that fear of submitting, of sacrificing in a relationship. In addition to that, we got to get past this whole thing about being afraid of experiencing difficulty in a relationship. You know, you can't experience any type of growth unless you go through some things. If you're afraid to go through, you will never, ever, ever get to whatever that destination is. So in your relationship, you say you want love. You got to go through some things to experience love, to get the love you say you want. So if you're afraid, if you're confronting fear, if you're running away from things in your relationship, you will never have the love that you say you desire. You will never, ever have the love that you say you deserve. My wife and I are the proof of the possibility of experiencing love in your relationship if you just go through that fear. If you face that fear head on and say, I'm not going to let it hold me down. I'm not going to let it hold me back. I'm going to use it as a motivating force to get to where I want to go in my relationship. And that's true authenticity. That's true commitment. That's true love. That's true trust. If that's what you want, you got to face your fear, y'all. Stop playing and start pushing.